We're living through one of the biggest, most debated technological shifts in all of human history, and that's the rise of artificial intelligence. So in this explainer, we're going to dive into its incredible promise, its potential dangers, and the really critical choices that we all face right now.
We all see it, right? AI is already making our lives more efficient in so many ways. But behind all that convenience, there's a much, much bigger question looming. As this tool gets smarter and more powerful, could it actually pose a real threat to our way of life? That's the core issue we're really digging into here.
So, before we can even begin to understand the risks, we've got to appreciate just how deep AI is already woven into our world.
Look, AI isn't some futuristic sci-fi idea anymore. It's here, now. It's that chatbot that pops up to help you with customer service. It's the algorithm that helps doctors spot diseases earlier. It's even the software that gives you financial advice. In thousands of little ways, it's become this incredibly powerful and, mostly helpful partner in our daily lives.
But, and you knew there was a but coming, right? With any technology this revolutionary, that huge capability comes with a pretty significant catch.
Because for every amazing new application, there's a flip side, a corresponding risk that we absolutely have to take seriously.
All right, so let's unpack those risks. Let's really look at the double-edged sword that is AI's power. And this is where it gets really tricky. Automation is great for efficiency, but it also threatens millions of jobs. Data processing is incredibly powerful, but if we train an AI on biased historical data, say for hiring or loan applications, well, the AI just learns our own prejudices. It makes unfair decisions seem cold and objective. And as AI beefs up our cybersecurity, it also opens the door to way more sophisticated cyber attacks. From our personal privacy to the absolutely chilling idea of autonomous weapons, it's a constant and very delicate balancing act.
All these specific dangers, they're really just pointing to a much larger, almost philosophical question. One that goes beyond the immediate risks and right into the territory of our own survival.
This is the big one. This is the scenario that keeps scientists and ethicists up at night. The fear isn't some Hollywood-style evil robot takeover. It's something way more subtle. It's the fear that we could create systems so complex, so good at improving themselves, that their goals just drift away from ours, with consequences that we can't even predict, let alone control. But here's the thing. This serious conversation happening among experts isn't about slamming the brakes on innovation. Not at all. The real work is about navigating this responsibly. It's about building the ethical guardrails, the technical fail-safes, to make sure that as AI gets more and more powerful, it stays firmly aligned with what's best for humanity. And that, of course, kicks off a huge debate. How do you create rules that prevent a disaster without totally crushing the incredible progress AI can bring to medicine, to science, to our quality of life? Finding that perfect balance? Well, that's one of the defining challenges of our time. Okay, so with all these huge risks and massive questions on the table, how in the world do we move forward? Let's take a look at the proposed path ahead. And this is maybe the most important thing to remember. Nothing is set in stone here. The future of AI isn't some wave that's just going to crash over us. It's a road we are actively paving, right now, with every single algorithm we design and every policy we put in place. So how do we shape that future the right way? Well, experts keep pointing to three key things. First up, strong AI governance. We need clear international rules of the road. Second, transparency. A lot of AIs are basically black boxes. Even their creators don't fully get how they reach a conclusion. We need to demand a look inside. And third, and this is a big one, unwavering human oversight. For the really critical decisions, there must